What's up, real life traders? I'm with Jeremy Alexander Newsom. Shout out to all our Canadian traders. We're live in Montreal. We are in Mount Royal right now, having a blast. We went for a nice hike. Be sure to check out some Canadian real life stock reviews, all right? We really got some really nice stocks. We'll be looking at Couche-Tard, we'll be looking at TD, we'll be looking at TCK, which is Tech Resources. So, really cool to see the Canadian market today.
Yeah, for sure. Agree. That's what we're going to be doing in today's video. You're amazing, and enjoy the video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching that video. I appreciate it. So I am here in Montreal with my boy Roberto, as you saw in the video. And whoa, my goodness. It is definitely, and most importantly, the 9th of November, 2016, and the United States of America has a new president. And today, in case you guys didn't know, I'm the ambassador of the United States here in Canada. Apparently, I don't look French or Canadian at all, and people are asking me my opinions on Donald Trump being elected. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very interesting opinion that I don't know if you guys share. Again, I'm going to say it before you just X out this video. Just listen to the opinion. I think Donald Trump has revolutionized the presidency more than any other person in history. Now, before you get up in arms about that, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you may or may not agree with him as a person or his morals or his judgments or his thoughts or his policies, but what I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, he is a TV personality. He is a real estate mogul. He is not a political person at all. He has no experience. He has broken down massive barriers. Barriers not race-related, barriers not sex-related. He has broken down political barriers that has been holding back people for generations. And I think going forward, you're going to see other TV stars, celebrities, other business moguls try to get into the presidency here in the United States. And I think he just opened up a really big door. I think it's a fascinating event that he won. A lot of people feel the same way, and the markets were going bananas last night. I drove up from New York City to Montreal last night. It's a great story. I'm going to have to share that with you guys at some point. Trying to get into Canada on election night when Donald Trump was getting elected without a passport. It was an exciting turn of events. Gonna have to share that story with you guys more in detail. But bottom line, at around 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the morning, I had got about 132 text messages in the course of an hour. The stock market was down almost 1,000 points. People were flipping out, and they thought the world was going to crumble. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter is, regardless who's the president, who our president is in America, the world's not going to crumble. One president, one person isn't going to be able to just absolutely shake the foundation of this country. There's pros, there's cons, there's barriers that a president's going to have to get through to change policies. Ladies and gentlemen, I posted earlier on Facebook today, be the change that you want to see in the world, right? If you see someone who is hungry, feed them. If you see someone who is poor and broke, educate them. If you see someone who is struggling with something, help them out. Be the changes you want to see, right? Complainers and people who blame, that's a poor person's game. So Mahatma Gandhi, right? He said, be the change that you want to see. So ladies and gentlemen, the simple fact is, regardless of who the president is, it is our objective and our privilege and our obligation to help as many people as we possibly can enrich their lives, become better people, help other people, and thusly live better lives as a species. And I'm really excited, ladies and gentlemen, about the rest of the market. I will say, and I said Monday, that if the market gaps down on a Donald Trump election, I really do think it's a buying the bounce opportunity. In fact, one of our social media outlets that we use is called Slack. I know a lot of you guys are very familiar with this, but we chat every single day, very often through Slack. This is for the traders who are and subscribe to the real life trading floor. But earlier today, I mentioned about 9:50 a.m. Eastern that today is a buy the dip day, hashtag buy the dip. And that's what I've been mentioning, right? So it's a very, very good opportunity to get in long today. At least I felt that. I think a lot of other people felt that. I think the reason that the markets were selling off so massively last night was simply because the world was reacting to news that seemed implausible, that Donald Trump, a TV personality and a real estate mogul, was going to be elected president. But the fact is, it happened, and the other part of the world was freaking out about that. Well, America woke up this morning and goes, hey, we elected the guy by a majority vote. We're not that terrified. Let's get into the market. Let's buy this thing. And that's exactly what happened. We recovered. I mean, guys, the market was down. It looks really, really bad about 1 this morning. But as mentioned, I mentioned to everyone who texted me or emailed me, hey guys, I think this is just like Brexit, or I think this is just like that flash crash that happened back in August, way back here, August 2015. This big flash crash, or Brexit. Buy the dip. This is a news-based event. This is news-based selling that fundamentally won't really change that much at all. So, Santa Rally, here we go. It's happening. Anyone who got a chance to buy on Friday, here's my note. Look for a quick bounce Monday, Tuesday. As I mentioned, obviously I had no idea that the bounce would be this large, but the bounce is here. My good friends, the bounce is most certainly here, and we're going to continue to go bullish. And I've mentioned a few times we're going to make higher highs. I still think that's the case. Yes, we're trading into a little bit of resistance, so my thought is allow this little bit of a pullback to happen and then bounce. Now, could we take out the low of this candle? Yes, we could. That would be a little improbable, I think, to happen in the next week or two. It's definitely possible, but taking out that low, I'd still be looking to buy around this 208 price range on the SPY. But bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, I do not think this event shocked a lot of bull traders. The market's been bullish. We've been bullish. We've talked about the bullish markets, and I'm excited to see what happens from here, right? Coming into the November, December, the Santa Claus rally, I'm excited to see what happens. Great gap, great candle, great volume. I'm still bullish and really pumped to see what went down. This morning, though, was like a confetti of gaps. There was so many stocks moving today. It was kind of comical, right? Here's the Qs. The Qs had a giant, very nice bullish candle. Here's your IWN, the Russell 2000, up 3% today. Absolutely gargantuan candle. Looks amazing. Back on the 27th of October, you'll see that I wrote down, look for a bearish move. We're here. Well, the 27th was this day right there. And folks, that was the bearish move. We want a quick 4 to 5 day bearish move. And then here comes the bulls. So bottom line is, if you didn't get in bullish this morning, or well, really mostly this morning, that's when most of my traders were getting in. I mentioned for traders who did have bullish positions on Friday, hey, let's go ahead and exit just in case. You never know. I did mention if Trump wins, we will gap down. That was a fact. If Trump wins, the market gaps down. We did, and it got bought up. Let's go look at some stocks that were affected. Pharmaceuticals, since Hillary's not going to get elected, we're going wild child. Pfizer today, massive gap up. This is a very, very blue chip stock, as you all know, on Pfizer, up 10% at open this morning. Here's a weekly chart on Pfizer, and you can see rock solid support on the long term here. Now, does that mean that we're going to go higher on Pfizer? Probably. Your support somewhere in this general region. You can see we're making higher lows. Overall, ticker symbol PFE, Pfizer, nice buy low, sell high opportunity. If I hop back over here into the daily chart on Pfizer, you'll see it's a bullish gap and go. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm bullish on a lot of stocks. I'm excited to see what the market's going to do, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on a lot of things, no doubt. Another stock that was really reactionary was Caterpillar. Caterpillar up over 7% at close, up almost 10% at one point in the day. Huge gap, huge volume. This is a retest gap, white candle gapping up. So yes, I do expect a lot of people who are at work today talking about the surprise election, talking about the new president. They're going to come home, they're going to put on their socks, they're going to turn on the favorite sports channel or news channel. They're going to sip on their favorite drink, and they're going to check out their portfolios, and they're going to see that they're up big. I do expect a little bit of selling to come in tomorrow and the next day, just a small amount of selling, and then from there, it's going to give us a lot of opportunity to buy the bounce. And I'm not saying that just on Caterpillar, but really just on a lot of things. But Cat up massive. Here's a weekly chart. Gorgeous candle in a weekly, really breaking out of resistance, big inverted head and shoulders, a lot happening on Cat. Likely is going to go higher. Folks, single-handedly, one of the best moves that I've seen on United States Steel in a long time, and one of the biggest moves that I've seen traders make money on in a long time. There were a lot of traders at Real Life Trading on United States Steel in bullish today, yesterday, last week, the last 3 months. Too many to name. I gotta give a shout out to Blaine for making over 3 R's. Johnny Guarco had some great analysis on United States Steel. Justin Jeffrey had great analysis. Jesse Levon had great analysis. Ken Freeman, you're killing it. Victor, you're killing it. A lot of traders in a $23 covered call expiring next week. If that gets exercised, which it looks like it will, that'll be a healthy 30% gain for traders in shares on United States Steel, because remember, we bought back down in here back in September. Now, again, retest gap. Yes, it could retest, and if that happens, maybe that covered call expires worthless. And if it does, awesome, right? Traders just got their dividends who had shares. Stock gaps up large. Again, this is a stock that is kind of pro Donald Trump, bringing a lot of work to America, or at least, again, that's his claim, that's his platform, and U.S. steel, U.S. workers, U.S. jobs, U.S. factories. Excited to see what X will do. 27.51 is my next target on United States Steel. Another stock that moved a lot today was Smith & Wesson, and in a big way. A lot of volatility on Smith & Wesson today. This is a bearish gap and go, and it did not, well, it opened and it did go, traded higher, and then rolled down the rest of the day. Smith & Wesson, very nice bearish move. Again, mostly because the gun control issue. Trump obviously pro-guns, not going to be a problem with Smith & Wesson sales. There's not going to be any kind of ban that I'm aware of. So probably this trades down to 22 or 20, and then I'll be looking to buy low, sell high, right? Creating a giant channel. Look at this channel. Massive, massive channel up here. Buy the dip on Smith & Wesson. Buy low, sell high. This is a trade that you can be keeping your eyes on for the next week or month or so on SWHC. Banks are going bananas today. Everything is moving in big, big ways. I'm really excited about it. If you have any specific requests for Friday's stock review, let me know. This was a request by another trader, ticker symbol ZNGA. Here's a weekly time frame, and a weekly time frame, the stock really is going massively, massively sideways. It's not doing a lot at all. In my personal opinion, if you can find a good channel on this one, I think this is a buy low, sell high kind of a stock. So if we're looking at a support resistance right about here, and you got a resistance right about here. So buy the dip into about 265 and look to sell at about $3 on ticker symbol ZNGA. And of course, being here in Canada, we have a lot of Canadian students who also emailed me with many questions about the presidency and how it's going to affect the world. Let's go look at some Canadian stocks for sure. Here's ticker symbol TD, Toronto Dominion Bank. And here's the weekly chart on Toronto Dominion Bank. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to give a shout out to my boy Roberto, who's standing right behind me. Here is your resistance right here. And in his article that you can find on our website, if you need the link, let me know. He mentioned, hey guys, we're at a resistance. Let it interact with that resistance. Let it pull back right there. And when it breaks out, buy the dip. TD, making higher highs. I believe this is an all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. Let me zoom out here. All-time high on TD. Yep. Making new all-time highs overall. That's a big, big deal, I think. And at this point, again, look to buy the dip if it pulls back, but very strong bullish move. Here is ticker symbol ATD/B. This is a gas station or convenience store that my buddy Roberto has been keeping an eye on. And look at this giant trend. Huge, huge trend since 2008, 2009. Very, very strong. This is similar to like a CVS or something here in America. But here's a really good resistance level that this thing is now made. So there's the resistance, and I believe Roberto said that he bought at that retest. Is that right, Roberto?
That's right.
Okay, so he brought in right here, old resistance, new support. It's a pretty easy strategy this guy has. He buys at support and sells at resistance. So his target is right there. Are you already out of this?
Got out of it.
You got out of it. Okay, beautiful. So there was the resistance on ATD. So I'm assuming he's going to wait for it to come back down to here. And you guys know what he's going to do? He's going to buy it. He's going to set a stop, and it's either going to bounce or it's going to roll over, and he's going to lose a small amount of money, right? That's the name of the game. Buy low, sell high, lose less than you make, and everything works out in your favor. So there's ATD/B. ENB. This is a big one. Ticker symbol ENB, Edinbridge, and this is on the New York Stock Exchange. We type in ENB on the TSX. There we go. So here's the TSX version, and this one also trading into a big, big support resistance level. So here's the support right about here. I think I'll be able to make this before my battery dies. There's the support right there. Oops, I didn't draw that line. Nice little support level on ticker symbol ENB. Here's your resistance, and here's another short-term resistance right about here, right about there. So that's where we're pausing right now. At that $58 level. And so from here, what's likely going to happen is this trade's going to kind of just take its time. More than likely, you have a short-term support in here. So we'll probably do something like this and then slowly creep higher, looking for banks to go up really into the end of the year. More than likely for financials across the world. ENB, another one. And here's the last one for today, ticker symbol ECA. That's also the one for America. Here's the TSX. ECA, and looks good actually. You got a nice little breakout. This is almost looks like a V bottom down here. So good little V bottom, almost a little bit of a double bottom pattern. Let me zoom out. I don't know what this stock does on a weekly chart. Weekly, ooh, we got a nice resistance coming up. Next resistance on ENB looks to be about 17 bucks. So really nice looking move. As it's staying in this trend, it's going to do its thing, trade higher, good level to sell, and we'll kind of take it from there. And I decided to do one last other one, TCK Tech Resources. This is another one that America has as well. Ticker symbol TCK, but this is on the Toronto Exchange. And this looks to me like a very, very strong, powerful move. I mean, look at the support that it bounced off of. The 2008 support level. Very, very good support. Down there at 376, unsustainable trend. So what I'd be looking for on this one, if you are in this trade, I'd be looking to lock in some profits or move your stops up. And at this point, allow Tech Resources to really pull back and then look to buy that dip. Buy low, sell high. Because this particular stock, even though it's not specifically silver related, looks a lot like this stock, ticker symbol AG, First Majestic Silver. And you'll notice right there, really strong move from about $3 to about 16 bucks. Huge, huge move on First Majestic, and then pull back to the support, where of course on First Majestic Silver, we've been looking to get in long. Ladies and gentlemen, if you follow the fall portfolio, you're probably in First Majestic Silver bullish. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this review. I know it's a long one. If you have any other requests, feel free to let me know. Email me anytime, Jeremy at Real Life Trading. Follow me on Twitter at Newsome Nuggets. If you want to get into the trading rooms, ladies and gentlemen, we're absolutely having a field day in there. We're having a blast. Get in there. I'm excited about trading with each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.